What's up, fellow YouTubers? Trigger Tickle here, back again with another YouTube video. So on this one, I got asked to do some reviews on light and dark monsters. So in this one, I'm just going to do dark monsters. I might do a later video on light monsters. I'm starting with dark monsters because I'm more familiar with them, and I haven't really looked into light monsters all that much. God knows they're rare enough. We only get, what, one light and dark scroll a month? Two if you're lucky, and you're able to do, what is it? Oh god, floor 80 of Trial of Ascension. You can get 3 if you can do a floor 80 of Trial of Ascension hard. So yeah, 3 a month if you can do that. And then they toss out another one every now and then for events. So they're rare, and you don't see a lot of light and dark monsters. So we're gonna go ahead in here, and I'm only gonna do top 5 picks. Again, these are my picks, so a lot of you might disagree with it, but generally speaking, these are some of the best dark monsters that you can get. So first one we're going to go with, I gotta go with them, it's Veramos. The only reason why I'm not putting him as number 1 is because everyone can get him, but as far as dark monsters go, and just monsters in general, Veramos is awesome. He's one of the best monsters in the game as far as utility is concerned. He's a little bit difficult to get, but most people, you can farm him. So what does Veramos do? So his first skill, attacks with magic powers, inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with a 50% chance. That 50% will go up to 75%. Right, 75, so 50, 60, yeah, 75% chance. It's also based upon his attack speed. So the higher his speed, the more initial damage it does, and it'll apply a dot for 2 turns. So that right there is awesome. Second skill, attacks all enemies and stuns them with a 30% chance. That 30% will go up to 30, 40, 50, 60, 60% when fully skilled, and it's a 3-turn stun. What more could you ask for? It's awesome. So first skill does dots, second skill does stuns. So he's an awesome monster just based off of that. But as you all know, what makes him great is his third skill. So every time he gets a turn, he's going to remove 1 debuff on all of your team. And he heals 3% HP. It says for each weakening effect removed, I think it's only on him. So the HP recovery, it's barely noticeable, but what's really good is the fact that he removes debuffs. So he's awesome for giants, he's awesome for dragons, he's awesome for guild wars, he's awesome for arena, he's awesome for TOA. He's just all around great in all aspects of the game. The only thing he doesn't do great at is farming, which again, when you're great at all those other places, you don't really care about that. So, and then leader skill increases the HP of ally monsters by 33%. So it's not just in one area, it's everywhere. So wherever you put him as your leader, he's going to increase it by 33%. So awesome all around monster. When you awaken him, he gets 25% additional to his accuracy. So automatic high accuracy. Great all-around dark monster. So I'm putting him as number 5. Who do I think would come in next? It's another 5-star. And I'm going to go with the Dark Phoenix, if I can find her. Yeah, here we are. Tarara. Tarara is badass. First skill, attacks the enemy with a mysterious energy and stuns them for 1 turn with an 18% chance. That 18% goes up to 18, 20, 30, 48%. So it's a 48% chance to stun. It's a pretty dang good skill. It does a lot of damage too if you have a rune for damage. So yeah, awesome first stun. Second one, explodes compressed energy of darkness to inflict damage to an enemy. The more HP the target enemy currently has, the larger the damage becomes. So if an enemy is defense broke and it's at full HP, that skill is going to do a crap ton of damage. It's at a 4-turn cooldown, but max skilled it goes down to 2 turns. So it's just like... Sorry about that, just got a call. So yeah, back to that. So yeah, that it's very, very quick, just like the Water Phoenix. So her turns are just bam, 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 bam. So awesome with that one. And I'm reading the cooldowns here since I don't have one, unfortunately. I'm not that lucky. Fiery Path. Burns the enemy's soul on a fiery path and inflicts continuous damage 3 ways for 2 turns. The enemy cannot be revived if this enemy is killed with that skill. So 3 ways. I'm going to assume it's continuous damage 3 ways. I'm going to assume it puts 3 continuous damage for 2 turns. A little bit of translation there, but yeah, it does 3 continuous damage for 2 turns. Is amazing. And if you're going against like a Briand, the Wind Death Knight, yeah, if you kill him with that, guess what? No reviver can bring him back. So she is awesome for anti-revive teams. And that 3rd skill, what's it do? If I can find it here, see what the skill ups are on it. Yeah, if my computer wants to work here with me. Need to upgrade this thing. Come on. So yeah, that 3rd turn, so it's a 5 turn, it'll go down to 4 turns once fully maxed skilled. And then leader skill increases the resistance of ally monsters in the dungeons by 53%. Not a bad skill. Actually, it's a pretty good skill. She's great for dragons, so if you need like resistance for it, you're not going to get any harmful effects from the dragon. And plus, she does continuous damage on the dragon, which is awesome. And she can do continuous damage on the towers. So just an all-around great monster. She'd be great for dungeons. She'd probably be really great for arena, or guild wars would be really good for that. So that is number, what is that, 4? What is my number 3? Alright, sorry about that, guys. I've been having some really bad lag, so I decided to fix that real quick, so we're back and running. So, what is my number 3? So we're gonna go with, where are you? So Bananaman, the Dark Sea Emperor. So I absolutely love this guy. I do have the Fire Sea Emperor, and he's great. I need to focus a little bit more on him, but the Dark Sea Emperor is definitely, in my opinion, the best of the Sea Emperors, and one of the best, if one of the best monsters in the game, actually, in my opinion. So first skill, it's just like the other Sea Emperors. So what happens is, if you get a debuff on you and you attack with this, it removes one of your debuffs and has a chance of putting it on the enemy. So what that does is, it'll immediately cleanse you, regardless of whether if the opponent gets the debuff put on them or not. So what it's doing is it's taking all of that negative karma and it's putting it in his little hand like a little ball of energy, and it's just shooting it out at the other guy. So the other person, he does have a chance to resist getting that debuff put on him, but regardless, it will remove 1 from him. So it's a self-cleanse and an attack too. So it's an awesome skill just as is. The second one, Spear of Devastation, is just great. So how this works is it will remove a beneficial effect and it sets back the target's skills to max cooldown. So he is like a single target Zaros. So it does all of their all of their skills are set to max cooldown. So great against Chloe. How this will work though, it attacks twice. So the first skill that comes down, it's like 2 spears. It's 1 spear comes down, then it goes as the animation effect. So the first skill, the first like spear that comes down, will remove one of the beneficial effects, and then it will still hit again for more damage. So that's where that really you want to take note of that, because that 3rd skill right here that he has, King of the Ruins. How this works is, so attacks deal 50% increased damage on enemies that are under harmful effects. So if they have a debuff on them, he's going to do 50% more damage. This also attacks with his attacks will deal 50% more damage on enemies that do not have any beneficial effects. So if they have a debuff on them and they don't have any beneficial effects, he'll do 100% more damage. You want to take note of that, because if the other person has a debuff on them and say it has like a shield or something, that skill right there, the first attack will remove that debuff. The second attack will hit for 100% more damage. He's an awesome monster, and he can hit like a 10-ton truck. He also has a very high base attack. It's might actually, yeah, it's just under like the Water Phoenix, who has an insane base attack. So yeah, he's definitely an attack monster through and through, and he can hit like I said, a 2-ton truck. Go check out I can never say his name. YDCB, YBC, YDCB. go check out his video, the best Bananaman, and yeah, you'll see what I mean. He's definitely amazing. The leader skill increases the crit rate of ally monsters by 24%, so right there, you don't need to ruin them with as much crit rate. You can focus more on like crit damage or other attributes, so yeah, I want one badly. He's so awesome. Alright, so that's what? Third. What is my... Are we on 3? Crap, so which one do we do? Again, I'm sorry, video cut out, so... Did him... Oh yeah. That was actually my 2. That's my second. So I skipped third. I'm sorry. This video's a mess. Whatever. So, that's my second. Bananaman's my second. So we're gonna go back to third. Third, Grogan. The Dark Dragons. So I like Grogan a lot. I like all the dragons a lot. I would like a dragon. I'm never going to get a dragon. I love dragons. Really want one. But anyways, so first one, Dark Bolt, shoots Dark Arrow. Blah, nothing special. Second skill. So summons a Storm of Darkness to attack all enemies 4 times. Each attack has 5% chance to stun. Sounds low, but when you use max skilled, it's a 20% chance to stun, and that's 4 times. So, and I'm going to get to runes here in a second. So 4 times, 20% chance each attack to stun. His third skill, they did buff this, or actually he got a, what do they call that? He got a nerf and a buff, kinda. So it used to be, I think it was a passive that said that he would get a critical on all attributes, except for dark attribute, or maybe it was a light attribute, yeah, whatever. Anyways, so attacks all enemies with the power of darkness. This attack will always land as a critical hit, period. That'll go down to a 5-turn cooldown once max skilled. But with that, you don't have to focus on crit rate. You can just pour crap tons of like crit damage with crit damage substats, and he can do shit tons of damage with that decimate. So awesome skill, and it attacks all enemies. So you can rune him with Despair. He would go great with Despair, and the reason being is this second skill right here. So Despair will only always hit for the first time an enemy's hit. So the first hit, Despair will have a chance to proc. Those other 3, it won't. So what will happen is, so that first one already has a 20% built-in chance for that skill. If it fails, the first hit, the Despair still has another 25% to kick in to do a stun. And if it still doesn't, you still have 3 more attacks that could do 20% chance each to stun. So that skill right there, it's not guaranteed, but it's a very high chance of stunning all enemies. And then if he's ruined with Despair, that is going to attack all enemies regardless, and it has 25% chance to do stun on enemies too. So he's definitely he's one of the better stunners in the game, definitely up there. And then leader skill increases the resistance of ally monsters by 41%. Great for dragons. I like this monster. He's great. So I know I'm saying great. I'm really excited about all these guys. So yeah, and then yeah, okay, we already saw it. So yeah, that was 3. We already did 2. You know who's going to be first. I mean, do you even really need me to do it? You know who I'm going to choose. And there's probably debate on people saying it, but for me, come on, it's Xeraatu. Xeraatu is probably one of the best monsters in the game. He is arguably the best single target damage dealer in the game. This guy is the definition of a nuker. He hits like an atom bomb. If you see videos out there with people with him, he's crazy. I've gone up against one. I've actually seen people with him in arena, and I will purposely go after them because they have one, because I want to fight them. They're super rare and they hit like crazy. So let's get into his skills here. So first skill, pins down the enemy and inflicts continuous damage for 1 turn. So that doesn't seem great. Wait a minute. So Unleash Fury. So gains an increased attack power and immunity against harmful effects for 3 turns. Instantly recovers a turn when used. So max skilled, that goes down to a 3-turn cooltime. So you pop that, you get immunity for 3 turns, you automatically get to attack and immunity. And then once that's actually out, boom, it's back up again. You can use it again. And what's even more crazy is when you go into his last skill here. So it's Forbidden Power. So inflicts up to 2 extra attacks with 50% of the damage if you get a critical hit. So basically, so it attacks 2 times, but it's basically like just attacking again with full power. So yeah, so say you land a critical attack with that, you're going to attack 2 more times with the same damage of attacking. So it's going to be like you attack twice with that. But the great thing about it is it's 2 more times. So if each one of those additional ones lands a crit, you're going to apply 3 continuous damage dots onto the enemy. And if you have him ruined with Violent, he's going to get another turn. There's pretty much not anybody in the game that he can't one-shot. He is crazy. If you get him attack buffed and you have the enemy defense braked, he's going to kill you, like 1 turn. And I've actually seen one of these guys attack like 6-7 times in a row. It's nuts. He is definitely one of the best monsters in the game. In my opinion, he's by and far the best dark monster, and arguably one of the best just monsters, period. So yeah, Zeratu, and honestly, that didn't come up as a surprise. I doubt it. If you play this game for any more than 3 months, you're probably going to hear of Zeratu, and everyone wants a Zeratu. So yeah, definitely a great monster. That's all that I got for this. So again, I apologize for the lag and like the mismatching in the video. I'll try to fix it in the next one. The next one I'm going to talk about the light monsters, which I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on because I'm not really big into light monsters. There's a lot of great light monsters, don't get me wrong. It's just I'm not big into the 5 stars on them. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely helps me out a bit. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and Trigger Tiggle out.